ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rarotonga. Thank you for flying with us. Kia ora na he, kia maruia.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Cook Islands and welcome to our honeymoon vlog. I can't believe we're here on our honeymoon. I can't stop thinking about the wedding day and there's so much still to process from it, and we have so many conversations and we'll remember different moments from the day, and there's so much content to look through. We have so many amazing photos. But yeah, we're here on the Cook Islands now and we're gonna have a very nice, relaxing 10 days. We're calling it a fly and flop holiday. My brother said that and I was like, I love that because that is never what we do. Usually when we do international trips, we'll travel around a lot and sometimes we don't always feel as relaxed afterwards, but we really want to just relax this trip. And I think the Cook Islands is the perfect place for that. It's absolutely stunning. So we arrived yesterday. We didn't really do much yesterday because we arrived first thing in the morning and then we couldn't check in till 2 p.m. So we ended up just like going to the beach. We went to this place called Black Rock Beach, which is really nice, and we ended up falling asleep lying there. But then we checked into our villa and we're staying in the most beautiful villa on the beach. We're staying on the west side of the Cook Islands, I believe, and it's a little bit quieter around here. I think the other side is a bit more touristy, but I really, really like it. I feel like it's a bit of a hidden gem. We've basically got a private beach to ourselves. I'm so excited to go snorkeling because there's amazing reef here and the water is that blue. But I've been told by many people if I think the water is blue here in Rarotonga, then I just need to wait till we get to Aitutaki, which is where we're going next, because apparently the water and just the island itself is next level. So yeah, we've got 5 days here in Rarotonga and then we're off to Aitutaki for another few days. We did actually also go for a really nice walk this morning. It was in the middle of the bush. I was really worried that there'd be snakes, but turns out there's no snakes in Rarotonga. I Googled it and I was like, wow, okay, well, I didn't need to worry about that. But it was amazing. There were so many butterflies, which was really cool. And then we also got to this point that we had to rock climb and there was like ropes. So that was really fun. That's our little bit of adventure for the day. And then now we're gonna just relax before we go to a cultural show tonight. I'll bring you guys along for that, but it's meant to be a whole experience from like 3 p.m. till 7 p.m. We get a fire show, we get to prep and cook our own food. There's a lot of things that we end up doing and we get to experience the culture, which is really cool. We've got a little bit of time before we have to get ready to do that, so I'm just gonna go outside and relax. I'd give you a tour of inside the villa, but it's a little bit messy right now. So this is what it looks onto though. As you can see, there's literally nobody there. I actually don't even know where Brayden is. I think he might be over there. Oh no, he's there. Brayden!
Paka paka. I want to say paka paka.
Paka paka.
This is up. Yeah. All right. Some rocks over here.
Wow.
Oh, some warriors. Kind of here.
Hey, get in there. I'm not sure they...
All right. Yeah.
Hello, I hope you guys can hear me okay because the water surprisingly is actually quite loud out here and you can also hear the breeze. Considering the water's flat, you can really hear like the ocean, but I think it's because it's crashing on the reef. Anyway, it is absolutely stunning. We've got really lucky with the weather today. I hope you enjoyed the clips also from last night. We had so much fun at that cultural experience. It was recommended to us by the taxi driver, by someone at a cafe, and like, I feel like the best way to get recommendations on holiday is just word of mouth. And it's kind of nice for a change as well, because usually when I go on trips, I have an itinerary and I'm very organized. But since I've been planning the wedding and I've been very in wedding mode, I've honestly not really planned anything other than our accommodation and flights. So we've just been going with the flow, which has been so nice. The cultural experience was such a hidden gem. We cooked our own dinner. They did a fire show. I got to do my own fire twirling, which was a bit scary, but I was fine. And the food was so good. The meat was basically slow cooked. They had some different vegetables I hadn't tried before, like taro, There was a few others as well, but I forget the names of all of them. We also actually got to weave our own plates and then use them for when we ate our dinner, and we ate with our hands. It was such a cool cultural experience. As for today, we've just taken it really slow because we realized yesterday we were actually quite busy with that experience and then also the walk. So we wanted to just have a bit of a do nothing day. So we've just been chilling by the beach because this is where we're staying. And then this is the view from where we're staying. We've already been for a swim and I've just been doing a bunch of reading. We're going to go and get some lunch now. We're going to go into the main town and go to a place called Palace Takeaways, I believe. They're meant to do really good burgers, and apparently they do this like wet burger, which isn't even on the menu. I found it out from TikTok, and it's kind of like a if you know you know kind of thing. So they do a bunch of different burgers and you just have to ask for them to be wet, and I think that just means they put a bunch of sauce on it and they put it in like tin foil so it catches all of the sauce when you eat it. It just sounds delicious. So we're gonna go do that. Is this mine?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. It's like dripping everywhere. Oh my god. Good morning. It is a new day. We are going to the markets this morning. It's Saturday, and every Saturday they have these markets on. Actually, they have it on a few times during the week, but I think Saturday might be their big day. And we're gonna go and check them out. It's in the main town. So I think we're gonna go to Muri Beach after that. I believe that's how you say it. It's either Muri or Murray. I'm learning all of the pronunciations of things. But we are gonna go check that out. I know that that's like a very touristy spot, and that's where most people go and swim, but we haven't actually been there yet, so that'll be nice. I know they actually have markets at that beach as well, but it's only in the evenings, I think from like Monday to Thursday, so we've missed that. Oh, and I'm also really excited to go to these markets today because the people who we did the cultural experience with the other night actually own a cafe, and they're gonna be at the markets, and they do this really cool coffee, which I've been wanting to try. They make their own coconut milk fresh, and it almost looks like a Dalgona coffee, if you remember like when that was really popular on TikTok. It looks like it's all whipped and then it's got coconut milk, and apparently it's really nice, and she was raving about it. So yeah, we might go check that out and say hello as well. So come with us to the markets. Had such a good day at Moody Beach. I realize I've been saying it wrong, but we're back at our villa. We're staying at Serenity Villas. I don't know if you guys can see that. When we arrived, they actually gave us a bottle of champagne for our honeymoon, which is really nice. So we're gonna pop that and have some drinks while we watch the sunset before we go and get dinner. I think we're gonna get dinner as well at the restaurant next door, which is called the Anchorage, which is super convenient because we just wanna have a chilled night tonight before we head off to Aitutaki tomorrow. Guys, we have moved on to the next accommodation. We are in Aitutaki. Flying into here was like something else. It's a massive, massive reef, and oh, I'm losing the flower. And the water is so blue. Even on a day like today, it's actually really quite cloudy today. Where did my flower go? We've actually got upgraded, which is a really nice surprise. We were meant to be staying in the honeymoon suite for 2 nights, which isn't on the water, even though it would have been beautiful. Yeah, we did that because we were like, we'll do a bit of a both. We'll stay there and then we'll stay in the overwater bungalow, but they've actually upgraded us so that we're in the overwater bungalow the whole time, which is so nice. But like, look at this water. Don't even know if the camera will pick it up, but it's so gorgeous. We've got a stand-up paddleboard. There's only 7 other overwater bungalows, and I'm so excited. We also got some bikes included, which is really nice, so we can ride around the island. Do you love it, Brayden? So nice. I've just had a shower in the outdoor shower, which was so nice. Really needed it. I haven't washed my hair all week since I've got here because I keep going in the ocean. I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys the view from my shower. Oh my gosh, there's 2. There's 2. Because, I don't know if you can see, let me zoom in. This crab right here has been sitting and watching me the whole time. I was in the shower, I could see the leaves rustling, and I was like, oh, it's not really like windy, but there was this little crab, and there's another one somewhere I just saw. I don't know if you can see that, but this one is a different color. I don't know if it's like blending in or something, but it was funny because the crab moved itself to this part of the wall so I could see it, and it was like just standing there frozen watching me while in the shower. But I don't know if I mentioned, it's absolutely been pouring with rain. It's kind of stopped now, but since we arrived, it bucketed it down. It was really cool, but obviously meant we didn't really want to go for like a kayak or anything like that, but it was kind of good timing because I was a bit tired from just the travel today. I'm gonna get ready for dinner now though, and we're just gonna have dinner at the hotel restaurant. We're actually staying on like our own little island here. So the resort we're staying at here is called the Aitutaki Lagoon Private Resort. So even though Aitutaki itself is like a pretty small island, they actually have another little island off of it, which you get literally 15-second boat across, which is what we did earlier. We also have like no plans really over the next few days, so we're just gonna go with the flow and just kind of book things along the way. But first things first, we're gonna go to dinner. Got Brayden stand-up paddleboarding over there. Has turned around, which is so nice. We've already been in the water, which is really, really warm actually. Done some stand-up paddleboarding, and now we're gonna go for a kayak. I think we might even try and kayak over to one of the other little islands and take some snacks over there. And the water is that blue and clear. You can see everything from starfish to all of the different fishes. Brayden saw a manta ray before. There's a huge starfish actually just off of our bungalow, but there's also heaps scattered around. There's Brayden, who's just gone and picked up the kayak. It's interesting because it's actually a lot deeper here versus the middle. Like you can see someone standing up just walking around in the middle where it's lighter, and then it drops off again further out there. I actually didn't bring my GoPro this trip, but I don't feel like I even need it because you can literally see everything through the water anyway. Good job. Guys, we're over at the island where I said we were going to kayak to, and oh, careful, it doesn't bite you, Brayden. Anyway, we found some hermit crabs, and they actually do this crab racing thing at our resort. I think they do it at a few places around the Cook Islands. But they're doing it today at 5:30, and they're going to do a crab race. So they've got a bunch of hermit crabs, and people bet on them and see which one wins the race. So we found quite a few, including this absolutely huge one, which looks like an octopus. Guys, look at that. I've never ever seen something like that before.
There's one right there.
Wow. Yeah, but this one's huge. We've just gone and got ourselves some cocktails. I've got this one called Sand on Your Toes. It's like a peach kind of cocktail. It's really nice. They're also so generous with the sizes of these cocktails. So the rules are the crabs go in the middle in that little circle, and as soon as one goes out of the line, doesn't matter where, they win. How long do you reckon it's going to take?
I don't know, like 2 minutes.
2 minutes. I reckon 2 minutes.
World Cup crab race. Everybody ready?
Yep. Ready.
You scream for your crabs the faster they run, maybe. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody.
Come on, Mr. Krabs. Is that our one, Mr. Krabs?
No, number 5.
Oh, where's Mr.
Come on,
Krabs?
Bubbles! Come on, Bubbles! Go, Lenny Kravitz! Go, Bubbles!
Oh my God. You need to video
look at
this.
that one go over there! Look at that one! Woo! That's 17. Who's that one?
Someone grab that, please.
Grab it.
Wow. We're at dinner. I just got a steak. Brayden got a fish sandwich. It just got awfully quiet, but we've also got some sparkling, and they're playing the ukulele over there. They've just stopped, but they're about to start doing a fire show, which will be really nice. So we'll get to eat while we watch that. just gone and done a ukulele lesson.
X minor. And G. Back to C. And C.
We actually bought ourselves a ukulele the other day from the market, so we thought it would be fun to do a little lesson here, but I tried and my nails were too long, so it ended up being basically a private for Brayden. Anyway, they just said to him, does he want to do the welcome for the guests, because there's a big load of guests that have just arrived, so he's going to sit with them and play. Properly talk to the camera in a little while, but Brayden and I are currently having dinner. We've had such a nice day today. We had a boat day. Everyone has recommended to do a boat day since we got here. They're like, you have to do a lagoon tour, and I can understand why. Ours was actually only for 3 hours, but I'm so glad that we did it because we got to go to a few different snorkel spots. We saw turtles. We saw 2 huge turtles when we were snorkeling. Typical of me not to have my GoPro, but it was amazing. I've never seen reef like that. There were some huge clams. It was amazing. But right now I'm actually sitting on our little balcony. Well, not even on our balcony, basically our little wharf, because we're having dinner here right now. There's so many fishes that all of a sudden dash by, and it sounds like somebody's just jumped in the water because they make that big of a sound. It's not just like a little one fish that jumps out the water. It's like all of them go at once. But the food at this resort has been so nice. We've been loving it, and we have been eating there for dinner every single night, but tonight we thought that we would change it up, have it on the balcony and watch the sunset. This is what's in front of me right now. Brayden is coming down. He's just bringing down our main course. We just had our entrees, which were like these crumbed prawns, and we've got some cocktails. For my main today, I've got a chicken. It's basically a butter chicken, I'm pretty sure. Looks really good. Everything has coconut here, which is so nice. Like every single dressing is pretty much coconut milk, but also they put coconut flakes. Did you guys just see that? That's what I mean when I'm talking about the fish. It just comes out of nowhere. But yeah, I was saying they put like coconut chips on absolutely everything. It's so, so nice. And we can still see a bit of the sunset too. Brayden has arrived. What have you got? Is this the pork belly?
Yep, pork belly.
Oh, yum. Some other guests told us that that was really good, like it was the favourite. I'm so glad it's not raining as well, because it's been raining a lot recently, so we're very, very lucky to have a nice day today.